All right, sports is often considered the backbone of any country. It is the platform to form global ties, boost economy, develop tourism, and create a global image. It is a massive part of nation building that makes a country stand out on the world map. The biggest reason why America and China continue to strengthen their sporting system, a major factor why India strives to become an Olympic contender. Most countries the world over take sport very seriously, except Afghanistan. It is most certain now that the Taliban regime is pushing sports out of Afghanistan. So what is new now, you ask? The regime has now banned mixed martial arts or MMA from Afghanistan. Listen to the reason. They say the sport is not compatible with Islamic tradition and principles. They further go on to say that the sport is too violent in nature and has no place to grow in Afghanistan. The decision comes at a time when the sport was beginning to take giant strides in the country. The popularity of MMA was still growing in the nation when the rigid regime put a full stop to it. Athletes like Abdul Azim Badakshi and Nusrat Hakparast were just making their presence felt in MMA. For Parvez Arabzai, the sport was an escape to a better life. He had to in fact flee his motherland, Afghanistan, to be a refugee in France. And while Arabzai's MMA dream will continue, it just will not happen in the manner he would have liked it to. For many others, pursuing a sporting dream in Afghanistan is a lonely battle that just might not take flight at all, a lost cause. MMA isn't the only sport that is being snuffed out under the Taliban rule. In the recently concluded Olympics, only 6 athletes participated at the Paris Games, just 3 men and 3 women athletes from a country with a population of over 41 million. The many restrictions and logistical hurdles making it impossible for more than just these 6 going. And the only reason these 3 women even went over to Paris, considering the strict and very partisan Taliban diktat, is because the Afghan Olympic Committee operates outside the country, so not by Taliban. And some of these athletes are not even living in the country. They have been forced to live abroad and only come under the Afghan flag by the force of something like the Olympics. One such athlete was the 100-meter runner Kimia Yusufi, who fled to Iran after Taliban took over in 2021. And while she failed to win a medal for the country, she expressed her dismay over the situation many faced. By doing this, the runner held up a paper with words education written in black, sport under green, and of course rights in bright red, the color of the Afghanistan national flag, to give out a very strong message. The true demand for every athlete dreaming big is this, but having no scope to realize them is the sad reality. The fact that Afghanistan sent a 31-member contingent to the 1948 Olympics is a bit of a shocking number to even fathom and comprehend at the times we live in now. Logically, that number should have only risen, gone up, but it has only gradually been reducing. The only ray of hope came when cricket started gaining popularity over the last few years. The men's team, and I guess at this point I do not have to specify that, there is just one cricket team representing Afghanistan now. But yes, when the men's team recently reached the semi-finals of the T20 World Cup, it proved to be a landmark moment because that saw men, women, everyone celebrating and applauding an achievement that truly belongs to the people. But the same sport is also under the radar now because of what I mentioned earlier. The men's cricket is still flourishing, but Taliban has posed restrictions on women's cricket. And that has, in turn, pegged men's cricket back too. That's the sad part, with the big cricket powerhouses the world over boycotting Afghanistan and refusing to travel there for tours. And if more top-tier countries follow suit, the situation for cricket too, one of the biggest sporting disciplines that this country is a part of, will suffer. Which will be a shame because we have all seen what Afghanistan is capable of, the potential they possess. Something Afghanistan's first female Olympian, Friba Rezai, has reflected and, of course, condoned, calling the IOC to ban Afghanistan from the Olympics.
Given the facts and tons of evidence about the Taliban, about their human rights and brutal treatment of women and children and youth, they are very, very dangerous. if the IOC allows them to enter the Olympics at the heart of Europe in Paris in the year of 2024, it's very dangerous for the people of Europe.
That was, of course, in vain. This was said before Paris Olympics. But even now, at the Paralympics in Paris, the representation is appalling. Afghanistan has only sent one male athlete who will compete in Taekwondo, with the numbers constantly dwindling and the rules and restrictions only increasing. Sport in Afghanistan is dying a very slow death, fighting a very, very possible exodus. Sport is in danger of getting killed in this war-ridden country, and with it, many athletes and promising ones who could have gone on to rule the world.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for a future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Obviously today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies.